Okay, let's go meet our informant. Should be an orc. Probably not too many here.
Anything I can do for you?
And what is your
Pleasure
business
is all
here?
mine.
How may we help?
How's your uncle's farm? Yeah, I get it. Code words, whatever. Here's what you should know. Our king is a paranoid, I know. I know it's treason to even think that sort of stuff, but it's true. He always thinks someone is out to get him. The man's had me checking into a different conspiracy every week for the last month. Keep telling him, you're king, you're gonna have enemies. Does he listen? Sure. This time though, there might be something to it. I've found some disturbing information. My sources tell me that there is a plot, but not against the king. From what I've been able to gather, there will be an attempt made on the Queen Mother's life. I'm not sure who would want to target her. From what I know, she has no enemies in Mournhold, but that's what my sources are telling me. Well, I know it might be the king.
Pleasure is all mine. Anything I can do for you?
So we're here, I might as well take a little bit of a look. What type of people there are here.
I take it you want something.
Drunken people, that's what there are here. So nothing all that interesting.
Good to see you again, friend. I was just doing a little writing.
A plot against Berenzia? That's ridiculous! I can't think of anyone who would want to harm her. Take care of this friend. King Hellset is a wary one, delights in testing the loyalty of his new friends. Do not believe the king would hesitate to put his own mother in danger in order to do so. Ah. So it would be a test for me. See how trustworthy I am.
Go ahead, speak. Mournhold, city of light, city of magic.
I wouldn't call that unreasonable, because he was already willing to put assassins on me. That's because I was sort of a threat for some reason. So he can't really expect me to be loyal to him. The opposite is true.
The
We are
Nine
pleased
and
to
the
see you,
Empire,
Sarah.
citizen.
So certainly some kind of test is warranted. Yes, I expected you would find out as much. Other sources of mine indicate the same thing, and that the attempt will be made tomorrow night. Our mother must be protected at all costs. I do not wish to tip my hand to these assassins. Here's how we will protect Berenzia. It would be unwise to station more guards outside her door, as that would alert the killers to our knowledge. Better to catch them in the act. One of our royal guards could be involved in this attempt, so they will be kept occupied elsewhere. You will stay in the antechamber beside our mother's chambers tomorrow evening, and deal with these assassins when they arrive. Close the door behind you and hide behind the screens, so as not to alert them to your presence. Meantime, find out whatever else you can. This is a bit suspicious. What can we do? So hide behind a screen.
Approach and be recognized.
No
my
guards
good
here.
man.
Do what you must, my friend. I'm not concerned. My son has sent you to protect me. Ha! Please, friend, I mean no respect. I'm not laughing at you or at the seemingly noble sentiments my son exhibits. It just seems odd to me that any would want to have me killed. My son knows as well as any that I can protect myself. Still, do as he commands you. He is the king, and it is best to concede to his wishes. Take care, my friend. Keep that open. Ah. I am to close both doors in the antechamber and hide behind the screens. Okay, that's the signal. I am in position, working. Hellset told me to wait outside the Ferencia's chambers, and I have closed the door to the room behind me. This could be a plot to set me up. Target AI is stuck there. Is that Dark Brotherhood assassin? I don't know.
Supposed to be here somewhere. He told us in the Queen Mother's chambers. Screen.
Take that! Give in!
I don't dare to use spells because all my good attack spells has a too big of an area of effect. They might kill innocents. No. I relight these. No.
If she had teeth, she'd be a dog. Approach and be recognized, my good man.
It seems that that's been taken care of. Good work.
Morno. City.
I understand you were able to protect Berenzia. You were able to hold off the assassins. Interesting. Perhaps the threat was not as great as it seemed. We commend you. Take this as a show of our appreciation. We are impressed with your efforts so far. When you are ready, speak to me about further service to your king. Hilset's scholar. And I don't like that. Sneak, security, speed. By your actions so far, you have proven yourself to be both strong and loyal to your throne, to our throne. It is now time for you to prove yourself to me personally. I have plans for you, and it is almost time they were put in motion.
We are pleased to see you, Sarah.
I want to report to him the... Thank you for bringing me this copy of the Common Tongue. I believe this is indeed the source of the rumors. Rumors that the king is a poisoner. I see no source or evidence for this speculation. Just vague falsehoods. Thank you, well done. I'll mention your loyal services and exceptional qualities to King Hilset, and I think we might find you further employment. For example, we lack the resources of information in Almalexia's temple. Could you help me find a temple informant? We need a source of information inside Almalexia's temple. There are rumors of discontent in the temple. Go to Almalexia temple and look for someone discontented. Listen sympathetically and find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helset or whether the temple plans to act against him. Good. Find a temple informant, then report to me if you find out whether the temple is willing to accept King Helset, whether the temple plans to act against him.
The king's health to you, Sarah.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, you just ruined all dignity you had, didn't you? By your actions so far, you have proven yourself to be both strong and loyal to our throne. It's now time for you to prove yourself to me, personally. Plans for you, okay. All in good time, prove yourself. I require all those close to me to be powerful, able to defend me from any adversary. Perhaps you have met my personal bodyguard, Karad. He is a perfect example, the finest fighter I have met in all my travels and loyal to me to the death. I met him many years ago, a deaf and dumb child wandering the streets of Wayrest. The boy actually had the audacity to try to rob my stepsister Elisana. I marveled at his courage and took him into my employ. When a dog has been beaten through, it will lick the hand of one who feeds it even the most meager of scraps. Now he is my most loyal servant and one of my most deadly. I wish for you to fight my champion. That is correct. I have come to know you a bit, Thule. I believe you can be of some use to me, but the plans I have will require someone of great strength or wit, perhaps both. The time has come for you to prove this to me. You will return here tomorrow, and you will duel Karad. If you are able to defeat him, we will discuss my plans for you.
Oh, where did I put that?
So it seems like a battle between the temple and the throne. Honestly, I care very little about that. I'm not a fan of either. So for me, I don't care which way this goes.
Good to see you.
I'd like to visit the temple area though. See if they have missions for me. There might become a time I have to pick my side, but they might also be totally disconnected. What is it you need? I've no more job for you, but Lady Almalexia has informed me that you may report to her directly.
From what I hear, there's trouble at the palace.
Whatever you want. Within reason.
A hard judge.
I'll like to see if I can find the informant. To get access to library. No, temple. Look for someone discontent.
Almalexia knows and sees.
Ah, that's nice. Tool, Nevergreen. Likes and superstition. But you defy temple teachings, and worse yet, now we learn you are an agent of the Emia. This is same crap. Discontent in temple. I'm a faithful believer. Almalexia makes me uneasy. For the last 50 years, the tribunal stopped walking among us, stopped listening and speaking with us. This worried me and made me sad. Were our gods abandoning us? Were they growing weak? But since Almalexia has lately come among us again, I feel more worry, not less. Her face grows brightly with hope and power, but her words seem dark and bitter. Listen patiently and sympathetically. Almalexia's homilies are full of compassion, understanding, wisdom, and acceptance. Now her sermons seem more intent on destroying the wicked, punishing the foolish, and rewarding the faithful, the unquestioning, obedient faithful. Yes, these are difficult times, and in difficult times to survive, we must be hard. I tremble for the failing of my faith, but the God I once loved now frightens me. I'll ask about the temple and the king. What? Do you ask me this thing? This is a mistake. You're a stranger, and one does not share doubt with strangers. See if we can persuade him. Helset has murdered King Lethan and stolen his crown. It does not matter that King Lethan was a fool. He was our fool. So long as the puppet king was a joke, we all could laugh and ignore him. Helset is not a fool, and no one is laughing. If Helset seeks in earnest to be king, then Almalexia and the temple are sworn in earnest to destroy him.
Walk in the light in the spirit's names.
Justice never sleeps.
So pick a side. I'm tempted to pick the king just because there's a good chance I get to fight the hands of Almalexia. No, just still 5.
Many blessings upon you, my loyal servant.
Greetings, Thule. It is good to see you again. Dear Fedris has told me more about your work so far here in Mournhold. He suggested I might find your services useful. After some consideration, I have decided that there may be a task for you to complete. Since the horrendous attack on the city, there have been some alarming developments. One of the most troublesome has been a cult that has recently formed, led by a young gunmer named Ino Romari. They call themselves the End of Times. In these troubled times, I fear the cult is gaining popularity. The leader of this cult, Ino Romari, resides in Mournhold, though he is not known to have a permanent residence. He is dangerous, Thule, as he spreads discontent among my people. He is not to be killed, though. I want no martyrs to this madman's cause. End of Times. Very little is known about them yet, but there is one very disturbing fact we have learned. Many of their members have been found dead. At least 7 of them have been found so far, all dead, all in their homes. It appears they ingested a strong poison, and not even my magics could revive those who were found. We must find out what drives this group, and rid my city of their presence. Speak with Meralin Othan at the Great Bazaar. Her brother Seville was one of those found. Learn what you can about them, Thule, and of this Ino Rumari. Take care with him, though. The words of a martyr cry louder than those of a zealot. So don't kill the bastard. She seems very odd. I'll have to take her seriously. She is basically a living god. I'll go.
You should run now.
Well, look who it is. My dear friend Thule. Just my luck that you should stumble in here. Indeed, it seems my good fortune knows no bounds. Despite my mistreatment at your hands, I found riches, being able to influence just about anyone I talk to, and can you believe I have never lost a fight, never ever gotten a scratch. Somehow, I don't think I'll have a problem continuing that streak. And I owe you. Okay, this is the beggar that we refused to give. We gave a little money, but not more. Heavy armor is great. I didn't actually damage.
You should run now.
Watch. He reflected the damage on me. Yeah, this is sort of what I'm afraid what will happen when I use some of my really good spells. Or high damage spells. We'll have to protect ourselves first. Yeah, I got hit from that. got hit again.
One
Yeah,
of us will die here, and it won't be me.
I'm not hitting him at all. That's annoying. Reflection. That's a good armor he has. Good equipment in general.
Fight, coward!
No one cares. I need to take the glove off. I could have just fought him, but it's sort of a good experience for me to understand better the weaknesses of these tactics. Yeah, that worked against me. Worked against me. So worked against me. Worked against me. I haven't successfully cast on him even once.
Fight, coward! You chose the wrong Bosmer to mess with.
I won't try to bring down his strength anymore. I'm sure I can do it at some point, but it is just a giant waste of
One of
time.
us will die here, and it won't be me.
Yeah, we'll just kill him the old-fashioned way. Oh, my armor is broken, totally destroyed. I'll never forgive you for that.
One of us will die here, and it
Oh
won't
shit,
be me.
this is bad. He's reflecting that too. So, how the fudge do we kill him? I guess I'll have to try to take this more seriously. I'll use our wizard combat ring. It should provide quite a lot of protection from... I didn't mean to equip that. What is it? Yeah, this is the problem. I need something that has no magical attack properties. He's regenerating too. Old-fashioned combat is based starting here. That's interesting. His reflection value is insanely high though.
Oh, this is too easy. No one can challenge me.
I have to say, he is a tough nut to crack. He evades quite a lot too. So we both regenerate, but not fast enough. It's actually very hard to hit too. God damn. I didn't dare to use any of the magical weapons.
Here, and it won't be me.
Either evades everything or blocks everything. Ah. Probably most of my armor actually must destroy it after this fight. I believe that when he says that Innocent lost the fight.
No one can challenge me.
It's definitely a tough nut to crack, and he's probably a lot tougher than, I mean,
Oh,
less
this is
tough
too
than
easy.
the Almalexia's hand, so you can imagine my reluctance to do an extended fight with them.
Fight,
It
coward.
simply won't be worth. Yeah, no magical properties, otherwise I'm just harming myself. That's a high armor class too. I'm not doing all that much damage to him. Just keep hitting him. He'll go down sooner or later. Long blade kill increased to 101. What? Yeah, because we're getting a 10-point bonus to it. It's 9 points. You're going down. Ah, thank goodness. I've killed Gaynor. Gaynor's amulet, 45 luck. He had other abilities that aren't shown here. Definitely the reflection was the most annoying. Full ebony armoring and exquisite clothing. Enchantments not shown. So yeah, it's impossible to say what he had on him. Okay, some of our armor pieces have been destroyed. So and I mean totally wrecked. One pauldron and the helm. Yeah, we need to go to the palace and report. I haven't even visited the Legion depot. Is there something worthwhile happening here? I don't know, but we can do a level up.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
No.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen. Emperor, King, and Justice, citizen.
Doesn't appear to be anything all that interesting here. Guards. Yeah. it time for fight? Discontent in the temple. Have you found the temple informant who can tell us where the temple... Yeah. Gals Adrano speaks her mind, and from what you say sounds sincere. You handled her well. The temple seems to recognize that King Helset will not be content to be a puppet like King Lethan, and plans to act against us. Very good work. The king will hear of your loyal service. Now you can help us with another matter. King Helset is concerned about possible disloyalty among the guards. I replaced many of the former king's guards with more reliable men, but I had to keep some experienced guards and I can't be certain of their loyalties. I will pretend you wish to join the royal guards. That's your excuse for talking to the guards. Sounding them out and looking for evidence of disloyalty. If you find any hints of treason or evidence of disloyalty, report it to me. Take no action. Report to me, and I will judge what action is appropriate. I'll take care of it. If people ask questions about your background and qualifications, play the close-mouthed professional, tell them to mind their own business. I'll let slip my concerns about you hiding close dealings with House Lalu in the past. Only a fool would share confidence with a stranger, but perhaps we are dealing with a fool.
Long live the king.
Guessing he refers to the royal guard. My father had the honor of serve King Helset and Queen Berenzia in Wayrest. My family has served the Queen for 3 generations. I don't know your qualifications, but I presume you satisfied Tinius Delitian, or we wouldn't be talking. Ask about King Helset. No, King Lethan. It's improper to speak ill of the dead. We need to persuade these people. You're not so bad yourself. I've had worse jobs. Tinius knows what he's doing. He offered me a position and I took it. Volition is a hard ass, but he's fair. I got no complaints. Don't care.
Serves them right, the thieving swine.
I don't care if Tinius thinks you're qualified, that's fine with me. How do I like being in the guard? I'm new here and haven't formed an opinion. I know and trust Tinius and expect he'll do right by me. You're interested in the old guard. What did Tinius send you to me for? If he wants you to be a royal guard, then you'll be a royal guard. Nothing to do with me. How do I like it? You think I was born yesterday? My mom didn't teach me to blabber to strangers, so old King Lethan was a bit of a fool, but he was good to me, and King Helset is no fool. He's got to keep some experienced men like me around. All these new fellows like you, someone's got to teach them their business, cause they don't know it. You hear folks say old King Lethan was a fool? Well, folks should keep their mouth shut. Maybe he was a fool, but lots of folk are fools. Maybe he had no business being a king. But that's what he was, so folks should show some respect to the old fellow. About King Helset. It's an honor to serve. It's my honor to serve King Helset. That's right. Just what I said, an honor. Although connections. Oh really? Does Tinius know that? Did you talk to Aleri Aren? You should tell her that you're House Lalo, really. Don't tell Tinius, just Aleri Aren. Who's Aleri Aren?
Do I care? Captain Delidian
Long
speaks
live
well
the
of
king.
you. You're imagining things.
Maybe I am. I still need to find Larry Aren.
Mornold, city of light, city of magic.
Yep. They're only the named guards that are interesting. Larry Aren,
It's fine with me.
who's
Go
she?
ahead.
So what do you want?
I was with Prince Helset back west, King Helset I mean. It's an honor to serve His Majesty and Her Majesty. Didn't know we needed any new guards. That's up to Tinius. Yeah. Definitely no worries about her. Who's the Lalo connection guy?
Motto's mercy.
Good for the Empire, good for all,
city
eh,
of
citizen?
light, city of magic.
Seriously, who the hell is it? How the hell am I supposed to find... Actually,
Mornold, city of light, city of magic.
guard area. We should have access to that. No, not reception.
Emperor, king, and justice, citizen.
Reception. Yeah. Guard area. Oh, guard.
Mornold,
Guard.
city of light, city of magic.
Nameless
Mornold,
royal guards are
city of
meaningless.
light,
What
city
do you
of
want
magic.
with me?
I've been a royal guard all my life, and so was my mother and her mother. I served King Lethan for many years. Now I'll serve King Helset. Long live the king and long live the emperor. It's none of my business, of course, but why do you want to be a guard? Look like you've done well enough for yourself as an adventurer. Follow connections. He what? Ivul and Irano told you to tell me about your Lalo connections. I told you not to tell Tien Delitian. And told you not to tell. I have no idea what that's all about. Are you sure you heard him right? He's not the brightest star in the sky. He gets confused sometimes. I wouldn't worry about it. I'll talk to Ivul and Irano later when I get the chance. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. Well, she's not telling me much. I'd like to know what happened to King Ethrin Lethan and to his young protege, Talon Vandas. It all seems a bit suspicious to me. I've heard of him, heard he was dead too. Shame to lose a good soldier, but he should have been more careful. I spoke to Aleri Aren about my Elalo connections like Ibul and Irano suggested. Aleri Aren acted like she didn't know what he was talking about. I suspect Ibul and Irano said something to me that he shouldn't have, and Aleri Aren was covering up for him. Ah.
9 good days to you, Sarah.
Totally 9.
All hail under the dread,
Justice
citizens.
never sleeps. I better lay off. Justice.
Loyalty among the guards. So you spoke to Aleri Aren about your Lalo connections, as Ibul and Irano suggested, and Aleri Aren acted like she didn't know what he was talking about. Perhaps you are right. Perhaps Aleri Aren was covering up for Ibul and Irano. See if you can find some more tangible evidence of this loyalty, something in writing perhaps. Ibul and Irano seems to be the weak link. Take a careful look at his possessions. Yeah, don't get caught.
The king's health to you, Sarah.
Oh, Hillset's chambers. I've noticed these earlier.
What do you want?
Carry on. I'm listening.
I serve King Hellset just like I served King Lethran. I keep my mouth shut. You want to be in the Royal Guards? That's a teenage Dilitian's business. They don't rather talk about anything. It's an honor to serve. You join the Royal Guards, you swear an oath to the King. Your loyalty to the King is the important thing, and of course House Lal is loyal to the King. Suit yourself. Is Dilitian's call like it? I like it here. Okay, he never met the previous king.
That itches.
Saint Nerevar. Hope I can read that. I don't want to take it. From a short temple pamphlet for Western readers. It's not important. I thought it might be something specific, but it's a general pamphlet meant for everyone, for the Western readers, sort of an introduction to the Nerevar business. Evelyn Irano. It's in a very tough place. Don't mind me. handwritten note. A curious copy of guard duty rosters for the past several weeks. The handwriting is tiny and almost illegible, with frequent misspellings, but 3 names are always correctly spelled. Ilvala Dralen, Ivulin Irano, and Aleri Aren. And those watches, when all 3 are the only guards in the throne room, have been underlined twice. Ilvala Dralen is
Mornhold, city of light, city of magic.
What do you want with me?
I want to get past you, but apparently it's pretty hard.
Justice never sleeps. City of
Once we report this, I think that'll do. Who was Milvala Tralan?
How are you today?
Mornhold, city of light, city of magic.
Long live the king.
Yeah, it wasn't any one of these. I think it was. Was it one of his king's personal guards?
Mornhold.
These shoes are killing me.
Yeah.
Long live the king.
This is Ibulin Irano's handwriting on the note you found. He knows the watches when Dralin, Aren, and Irano are the only. Sorry about that. This is Ibulin Irano's handwriting on the note you found. He knows the watches when Dralin, Aren, and Irano are the only guards in the throne room. I believe I'll change the watch schedules to prevent that, and I'll need to keep a close eye on all 3. Very shrewd work, though. You brought me clear evidence of disloyalty among the guards. Now I need your help fighting evidence of conspiracy against the king among the Lalu nobles. It should have been at least in the locked chest, in not right on the floor. So we're only aware of it because the game made it exceedingly easy for us to find the evidence. The old King Lalu supporters haven't accepted King Helset's accession to the throne with good praise. Maybe they think that another candidate, a Lalu candidate for example, would be better. Maybe they have some plan to express such preference. If so, I doubt they would be candid about it. But maybe you should search Lethran Manor for documents, diaries, and other tangible evidence of such plans. What are the manor defenses? That is a matter for you to study. Only the widow of the dead king Ravani Lethran and lives at Lethran Manor now. There might be guards. Perhaps you should go to offer your condolences. Have a look around. Take care of it. Good. If you find evidence of conspiracy, bring it to me. And I think we'll leave it at that. Seems to be quite a lot of things to do still here. But I also think the main plot will be about the ring I sort of recovered much earlier. What does the ring do? Everything here started really only going downwards when I recovered the ring. So what the fudge does it do?